Many of you bought the market at the very top. You lost. Then you tried to sell it at the bottom and got scared. You lost again. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how you can get better at trying to spot turnarounds, how to keep yourself in trouble, and how to have a better idea of when the bottom of a move is happening and when it's going to continue on. How's it going? I'm SJC Trades Futures. I'm a full-time futures trader. I'm the only channel on YouTube who will show you what moves you missed and how you can get better every single day. I teach people how to do this stuff. They're highly successful, and I want to see you be successful too. So to the charts. This was a strange day, and you can see my entries and my exits on this chart right here. Let's look at how the market opened today and what you saw. Of course, every trader needs an early morning checklist. Here's how it looks. So 6:28 in the morning, 2 minutes in the Pacific time zone where I am before the market opens. And we have the normal setup. We have a range that's been going, and everything here happens to have these three moving averages really tightly bound together. Scrolling back a little bit, we can see that there's a point right here where this move seems like it keeps rejecting and going downwards. And when we put our beta test of the 1K toolkit, we can see that this is a pretty big resistance level. We have 10 resistance points on this level, which means it's going to resist or it's going to break on through like Jim Morrison screaming on the Ed Sullivan Show. Yes, I broke out a 55-year-old song reference. Give me a subscription if you like videos that teach you a new thing every single day the markets trade, okay? So market open happens. We have the New York market, and boom, there it is, a ridiculous break that goes right past that resistance point. And if that's not a statement, check out what happens next. Boom, another candle up. Now, my students in 1K a day, they know what comes next. We have a big level that we set about a month ago, this pink level right here. So our moves are going to be this massive move up off of this market open. And then we're going to stay aware of this right here because this is a turnaround spot. And just like that, it meets its match. And at this point, we have to use our custom fib that we have for our students. We take a look and we just look for it to stay maybe in between the first two levels of the fib. If it's going to break out, it's going to break to the upside. But if it can't hold that 0.25 you see right here, it's likely going down. And then every level on a fib that these go, by the way, is a little less chance it's going back in the up direction. And there it is. Yeah, it was the never-ending move that just kept trending downwards. And yet somehow people got trapped in this. And I can tell you why you got trapped in this, especially if you're on NQ. Listen closely. It matters what you trade, because we can look at bar replay all day long and we can say, well, that's a big bar. That's a big bar. But they're not big bars when you're actually looking at them. I mean, check this out right here. This is the real time as I recorded it with my trades. Take a close look at the bars as you're trading. Don't do this with open positions. Bars that start off like this can oftentimes push back up. The bar starts to push back up. And when it pushes back up, what does it leave? Well, it leaves a bloody little tail behind it sometimes. That bloody little tail means that our price initially pushes down and then it pushes back up. So as you're getting in this, trying to scalp your positions, you're getting in it, seeing it push back up, losing money and not staying in long enough. So a bar like this right here, let's zoom in. This tail right down here means that the bar was at one point thick and red. Then it moves back up and it gets skinny. The rest of the morning was me just staying out of the markets. You need to learn that lesson. It's a psychology lesson. Stay out if you've won enough or if you've lost enough. There's no such thing as just a little more in most cases on the futures charts. So what actually happened today? There was a post by Reuters. Reuters said that the US Treasury, our government, is going to let banks know that it's maybe going to have to give a bunch of money to Japan, a lot of money to Japan to save their entire currency. Now you're sitting here going, that's the stupidest thing in the world. We need that money in America. Why would we ever give money? I get it, but it's geopolitical stuff that goes back to the 1940s. You can take a look at my gorgeous diagram. No AI used here, just Apple Maps in my finger. The green countries, the green islands, Taiwan and Japan and the Philippines and Indonesia, basically, they keep that big red blob, which is basically China, at bay. See, China wants to have the ability to move ships out here and then conquer the world by a lot of people's accounts. And having one of our allies in that region with an economy that's completely unraveled like Japan keeps those possibilities of China getting out and doing whatever they want in the open seas a real possibility. Now, I'm not going to get into that unless you want to hear more. If you want to hear more theories, just tell me in the comments below. But that's why we would be giving money to Japan. That's why the Reuters article caused this to happen. And if you timed that out, you would see this direct turnaround happen exactly when that post was broke by Reuters at 6:36 Pacific Standard Time, and watch the markets freak out. Now, subscribe to the channel if you've learned anything new here as a trader, if this was at all helpful for you. I think this weekend we're going to give you a lesson on how to set up a proper trading plan for yourself. So if you play it right, you might just be able to trade forever. Okay. And if you want to learn more about everything I just showed you, my custom fib levels, how I teach students this stuff on a much more in-depth scale, click the link below. Check out 1K a day. It's my own course where I teach you everything. Once again, this is SJC Trades Futures coming at you here as a seasoned trader who doesn't want to see you get lost. I want you to take this as the biggest opportunity that you've ever experienced in your life. And if you can master something like this, you can master just about anything.